Hello guys, what is going on? My name is SHADEDSHADOWMC, and welcome to a new game called the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Now, I played this a while back. I think the videos have gotten removed because of like copyrighted stuff, but I don't even know. So I thought I would go into the game, visit the old game, our old series and everything like that. And of course, this being the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition that came out last year, and yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. So this is essentially sort of like an overhauled version of the original game. I also brought it to console. It was pretty cool too. I played the original game a while back, but like I said again, the videos got deleted. So we're gonna go ahead and play this new Ultra Deluxe version. As you can see, oh, my mouse. It used to be that your mouse would show up if I was on this monitor too, but it doesn't anymore. It just shows it. So sad here. Let's see if I got my good quality here. Yeah, 1440p at 144 hertz. Yeah, I got it right. That is my my recording capture stuff. Alright, let's go. The end is never. The end is never. The end is never. Never the end is, or is it? And no.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427.
Why does it look like garbage? What the heck? Quality profile. What? It's high? Are you kidding me? Oh, man.
427's job
it
was
still looks
simple.
like garbage.
He sat at his desk in room 427.
Maybe the gameplay's better.
And
Maybe
he
it's
pushed
just
buttons
this.
on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Wow, that's
This
what
is
a
what
shitty
employee
job.
427 did every day of every month of every year. And although
How much did he
others
get
might
paid
have
for that?
considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Why do you need a whole office to do that? I don't even get an office
And
in my
then one
job.
day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Cubicles
Never in
are all
all
empty.
his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I get no orders on my computer. I can't move. Oh my god, that's just amazing. Amazing. Okay. 427. All right, that sounds good to me. Let's see. Yeah, look at this. Look at how cool this is. All right, I get an office, nice, beautiful. Well, there's no windows, but oh, I get this. Got this then. I hate Mondays. Yeah, that's very, very correct. I go out here and look at all these
All
guys.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Then all these guys get
No matter how hard
cubicles.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I found a trace right here. Obviously, he was having coffee earlier today, and then he just left. But yeah, look at that. I can't even see nothing out the windows. But they get windows, but I don't get no damn windows in my office. What the hell? Oh, what? My office is closed now. Look, this guy gets a window. What the fuck? This guy gets a damn window, and I don't get no damn window. He didn't. What does 429 have that I don't? Okay, whatever. Let's go crazy here. What's this say? I like... Oh, okay. I like work. I just hate my boss. Then this one just says... Oh, I don't know. Can I see anything on here? Interviewing and... Interrogation technology? Or techniques. Interviewing and interrogation techniques. Whoa. This guy's a freaking CIA agent over here, and all I get is damn to press buttons on a keyboard. Are you kidding me? Ooh, this place is cool too. Is this just... Oh, no. Okay, this is a new... It kind of thought I was a mirror. 425. Oh, this is 425. He gets 3 windows. I don't get a single damn window. He gets 3 windows. Keep dry. I don't want to keep it dry. Where's the water? I'm gonna spill the water over top of it. 420. Ooh, what's this? Knowing your city before you can possibly know where to begin your new street vending operation, you first have to get to know your city. I'll use Georgetown as an example in this book, but in order to really get the knowledge, it's best to explore. Oh, what? Oh, I can press right click and move too. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna do that though. WASD, man, all the way. Oh, maybe if I press both of them, do I go quicker? No. How to use help. What? I just screwed up 424's work. That's sorry. What is going on with these numbers? I'm 427. You got 424 here, 422, 418, 425, and then you go all the way over here, and then that's 427. And then this 431. There's no organization to where the numbers are. I would get completely lost if I was trying to go through this place. Alright. Nothing crazy here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure, okay. Here we go. 412. 411.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Be quiet.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. What the heck? Oh, yeah. Meeting room floor 4x6 Monday, weekly targets. Monday, marketing Mondays. 451's private time. It's in the schedule. Oh, wow, okay. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Where's the projector? I wish I could stand in front of the projector. Slides. Wow, what a great meeting material here. Oh, I didn't think that was actually gonna open.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Oh, okay. Can I close it? Yeah, I didn't know I could open the door. Oh, I thought it locked it. I thought it locked it behind me.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
How was I supposed to know that when I first started? I can't open that one. Executive bathroom. Oh. I got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. SG, that's a lovely purse. Oh wow. Looks like Cleveland, man. Right. Let's do it. That door don't open. This one. Your secretary's gone too. Can I have this job? This job is better than... Yeah, I can have this job. The beige pages. Like the yellow pages.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Oh, that's convenient.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
I can't see you, what the hell?
Amazing.
Oh, okay.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yes, I do. Oh, this is not the right way. Ah, okay. down. What if I press up? Oh, I can't. I guess I have to go down. Wow, this is a creepy-ass elevator. Creepy-ass elevator. Loading, loading, loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Yay. Oh, I can't actually go back up. Oh no!
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I was seeing if it would actually work. I didn't think it would. I called your bluff and I was not surprised. Okay. Can I press it and then leave really quickly? Oh. Oh, what? Now what have I done? Now I can't go back down.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is.
Yeah,
what a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Yes. Can I go back down now? I've had my fill of this place. Oh, I can't. Oh.
Incredible.
Oh, dang it!
There's an
invisible wall.
Again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Fucking invisible wall, man. I couldn't see it. Okay.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What? Escape? That seems kind of suspicious. I'm gonna check this out.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh. Fuck that shit. So I'm not doing that. That ain't gonna happen to me, man. I'm fucking dead, man. Get that shit out of here.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
If this light is on, call extension 914 immediately.
Did you think you could go forward down the spooky corridor?
No.
It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Oh man, you know, if you didn't react to it, then I wouldn't do it. I'm just doing it to make you angry this time. Hey, it's the boss's office. Who could have guessed? Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office.
Yes.
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Oh no. I will hold, okay? Gives me a time to think about what I will do next. Maybe go back up in the elevator.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm trying to go back down now. Could you have processed while I was in the elevator? Jesus, this guy don't make no sense. Well, you know, I'm put on hold in a video game.
All
That's
right.
a first.
I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Oh.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it?
Man.
I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
You know how I am, man. This is just an average day in the life, you know? Well, let's go through mind control facility this time, dude.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Will he say that again? Will he say all...
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, but of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had... Nope, still on board with death.
I was hoping he'd go back and forth, but alright, let's actually go through this time, alright? Yay. Yay. Oh, no! Fuck! I didn't mean to do that! I didn't mean to do that!
You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome!
I was just trying to sit in the chair.
Back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013,
Get your first
getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours, so here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these
dark
updates.
Screen. I actually can't move around.
New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Wow, what a good name, dude. Oh, yeah!
Good job, you did it.
I didn't even try to do that, to be honest. I just wanted to sit in the chair that was there, and I went too far.
Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility.
Yeah, I did.
You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful.
I should have been, man.
It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. And I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier.
Well, how am I supposed to get back up there?
Railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
I didn't even try.
Good job, you did it.
I can't see shit except for that.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Well, that was a good song. I mean, you know. Oh, now it restarts me? Okay. Alright, I will try my best not to fall down this time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. I didn't know I could shut doors. I know it's this broom closet in here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, I did.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks, dude. There's gotta be sick. There's nothing in this room. Oh, okay, yeah. I used to do that at working place. Put cardboard boxes under everything. Keep it from falling. Or keep it from, yeah, you know what I mean.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Oh, I
office.
forgot the door's not open yet. Oh. Where's my base pages? There it is. It's an amazing book, dude. What was this code
Stepping
again?
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I forgot.
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
Yes.
But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I was wondering if I could press some. Oh. Alright. 2845. Yeah, okay. I forgot the code, okay.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I wonder if it would say the same thing if I decide to go up again. Alright, I'm gonna try not to fall down the thing yet anymore. That ain't gonna happen this time. Be super careful that I don't.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
As a security kid, dude.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
It must have been this.
What horrible secret
I was
did
trying to
this
sit
place
at
hold?
this
Stanley
chair
thought to
right
himself.
here. This is what I was
Did
trying
he
to do
have the
before.
strength to
And
find
I went
out?
too far up. Gotta be careful, boys. You don't want to do that. Oh. So
Now the monitors jumped to life, their
Employee
true nature
fired.
revealed. Each bore
What's
the number of
427?
an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
427. Yeah, I'm right there. See that? Go back to that. Go back to that. Oh yeah, that is the office. Okay. Damn, I've been mind controlled this whole time. Yay. Oh god. This is... what's that?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
No,
his
I
own
can't. What
life
the hell's up
in
with that
someone else's control? Never.
No.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What's this one up here? Can't go up there. There's 2845. I was gonna try and put it in. Gonna see the facility power. I've got the doors are open. Mind controls idle, awaiting input. Mind control.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Oh. Bro, you ain't doing that to me no more. What? It's dark again. Am I still... Can I move around?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Is it over?
Yes.
Whoa.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Nope. I can't go back anywhere. I thought it was... Can I go down to... Can I go to the bottom again? No. Alright, I will step out, boys. Here we go.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
It is beautiful. It's the winter right now still, and I'm tired of this weather. Beat the game. Oh, hell yeah. I love to beat the game, bro. Alright, let's not listen to him at all this time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, maybe he did. Maybe he did.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, this is the single act of silent rebellion here.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Mayhaps.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What are you thinking? Nope. Ha.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo lift while in motion will cause death. Penalty for misuse of the cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off 5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Alright, sounds good. Sounds good to me.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Yes.
Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
Open the door.
We would both
Let
be
me
so
in.
much happier if we just stopped. And I think, well, I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Open a fucking door, dude. What the hell? Oh. Whoa.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment. No, wait. Where are you going?
Okay, fine. Yeah, fine. Keep doing what you want. Say what you want to say.
Right. Where were we?
What? You don't have anything to say anymore?
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I don't trust that shit.
No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Yeah.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
No. How did I survive that fall? That was like...
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Dude, that was like literally like 1, 2, 3, 5 stories.
No. No, no, what do you do? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Am I gonna live?
Stanley,
I'll live.
let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yes. It's completely
Maybe
against
you're
you.
just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Stanley's way
Well,
too...
this one is yours.
Stanley is way too powerful for me. I could fall off this building so many friggin' times and I still stay alive. Oh,
Is
I'm
it
dead
over?
now.
It's going to restart, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I'm going back.
Oh, we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Close these damn doors behind you, man. Be useful.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Intentionally cut him off
Perhaps he
there.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I closed it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I want to see what happens when we go through the other door.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No. I've already walked through the red door.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
Oh.
I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I'd like to see a vehicle.
Let me take a stab in the dark.
Can I drive a forklift?
And you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Yes.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. I would like to... Ooh. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Yes. Good old Neil. 2 seconds? Really? Only 1,300 awards? Did you know that 21 players skipped the intro sequence, only the worst 3% of players choose the blue door? This is me. Okay. Now what? Let's actually go through this one this time. Oh,
now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No, because I was so on the least on there. I should have been #1, and then it would have been good.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
I would have given it a better rating
In
if
this
I was
game,
#1.
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I don't have fucking time for that. Fuck you. I ain't got fucking time for that shit. You think I am?
You heartless bastard.
I got 4 hours
because
to
you
waste
hate
on
babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What's this? I remember I played Minecraft last time. Oh, it's Firewatch. Ooh, I played this game.
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
I gotta stop the fire.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity.
I don't have the radio.
So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I miss playing Firewatch. Oh, some Minecraft door noise. We need to talk to Delilah, man. We need
No, it can't be.
I know my way around this map still, I think.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any...
I know how to play this game, though. I played it before.
We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
He would love this.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Ah, okay. What's this gonna be? Oh, Rocket League.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Where's my soccer ball? Where's my car, bro?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
This is soccer.
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Gimme. Okay. What side am I playing for? I don't know. Yeah! Oh, I can run!
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Yeah!
Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize...
Oh, no!
Hold on.
Son of a bitch! Oh, fuck! I didn't think I could do that! Oh,
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh, no! I fell off again! Oh, okay. Jeez, okay. Where's 427? I need to get back to my... Oh. Oh, I know how to get back. Okay, we got this. We got this. I just gotta return back to my office. And this will all be okay, alright? I just gotta return. Here I am. 427. Where's the buttons? I can't press anything. No. Oh, what have I done? My computer is gone. There's no buttons for me to press. Oh, no. Damn it. Oh, well.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Yes, indeed. I don't know what I was supposed to... if I was supposed to fall down there. I was just gonna look. I didn't actually think I could... I gotta stop hurling myself off shit, okay? This is my fault.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand.
Yes.
It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Yes, indeed.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go down and escape the place, dude. Let's go to the,
Yet there was not a single person here either.
escape area.
Feeling
so
a
I can
wave
die.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Let
office,
me in!
hoping he might find an answer
damn.
there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Am I tripping, or are
my
these fucking rooms exactly the same?
Mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh
Why
my...
did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun,
Whoa.
and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
I feel like I'm actually
One
seeing
he was
stars
amazed
right
he
now,
hadn't
so.
asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yeah.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin.
I can still move.
The press of the mattress on his back. The fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Yes. Oh no.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, it did. Indeed. Like it was like a few seconds ago. Yeah.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
See a dead body, just look at it and then run. Understandable, honestly. G1814.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Wow, that was an ending. Just closing the door on myself. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Loser.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I closed it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, let's actually go up to this thing now.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I was actually trying to hit the thing that time. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I've heard those words all my life, I feel like.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again.
Aww.
Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two.
Yay.
Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, let me actually do it this time, guys, okay?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Let me
Look, Stanley, I
actually
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who?
She's been waiting.
So let who back into my life?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
The game's just like screaming for me to unplug this.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
You shouldn't have let it like that. It was just like
definitely here, clear as day.
Begging
Stanley
me to do
picks
that.
up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
I can plug it back
You're not
in.
Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh, yes. That's
I
why
can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Thank you. I needed that.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack.
Excellent.
You didn't even let me
Making
fucking
choices
finish!
on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
I don't have an instructor. Whoa!
Welcome back.
My
You may have
forklifts!
noticed that this
I
room
wanted
has
them.
begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Where? Oh, that way. Okay. Wait, what? Oh. You just making it impossible for me to fall down.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction
I will
gets
fall
any
off
worse.
of this platform.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I will fall off of this platform. There's nothing you can do about that, huh? You can't stop me. You can't stop. Okay, maybe you can. Maybe you can. Okay, I guess I wasn't supposed to fall off. Alright. Alright, where do I go now? I forgot. Oh, this way. Okay. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Okay, now it's where the heck am I?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Okay.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Yes.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
I got this.
All right.
I got this, guys. I got this.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, got this. Oh, fuck! I made the wrong choice. God damn it.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Well, what the heck happened to that? Oh, okay. What happened this? Oh, okay. Here, let's walk to the left this time, I guess. Oh no. Oh my god.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. What am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Boom! Whoa. Holy God almighty.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
I'm making videos for that world. What do you mean?
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility.
I did
You
see
would have
it.
destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
What?
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, let's not fuck this up this time, guys. We got this.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I fucking hate you for getting rid of my goddamn broom.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can I go through here this time? I can't open this door anymore. It doesn't even say executive bathroom. Hey, there's my beige pages, you know. Whoa.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Nightshark 115. I said it. I said it. Nightshark 115!
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115.
I just said it!
Into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Nightshark 115. I'm literally saying it. What do you fucking want from me? I'm like, do you not fucking hear what I'm fucking saying to you, you son of a bitch?
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Nightshark 115! Maybe you're saying a little higher here.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh. What? I'm
Stanley?
like...
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please.
That's me.
I need you to make a choice.
The end.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know.
I think this is the saddest thing I've ever seen.
So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
He sounds so defeated. Well, I'd say that's as good a way as any to leave off. But that's going to have to be it for today. My name is LaserFighter111. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to this video for more awesome content. And I will see you guys later.